A bizarre incident unfolded on February 24th, 2020, when 42-year-old Sarah reported to 911 that her boyfriend George was dead.
4748 France Court.
Is this a police or medical?
My boyfriend is dead.
Okay, send the line for the fire department. Do not hang up.
Fire rescue. Tell me exactly what happened there.
My boyfriend and I were playing last night, and I put him in a suitcase and we were playing, like kind of hide and seek kind of thing. So I fell asleep, and I woke up, and he was dead in the suitcase, so I don't know what happened.
Okay, is he hanging from somewhere or what, ma'am?
No, I pulled him out of the suitcase.
He was in a suitcase?
Yes, and I fell asleep.
Right, is he breathing?
No.
I need you to get him on the floor, flat on his back for me, okay?
I did. I tried giving him CPR.
Yeah, okay.
Purple.
Okay, listen to me. Lay him flat on his... Okay, ma'am, listen to me. I want you to lay him flat on his back for me on the floor.
I did.
Okay, wait.
He's stiff and purple.
Okay, man, that's fine. We're still going through compressions on him, okay? Place the heel of your hand on his breastbone, right in the center of the chest.
Yes.
Put your other hand on top of that hand.
Just by looking at him, you can tell.
Okay, ma'am.
Please. Okay.
According to Sarah, the events leading up to George's death were a result of a drunken game of hide and seek. She claimed that George had hidden in a suitcase, which she then zipped up, forgetting about him in her intoxicated state. Sarah alleged that she went upstairs, fell asleep, and only discovered George's lifeless body in the suitcase the next morning. However, a deeper investigation revealed a more sinister narrative. George had a history of domestic violence, with Sarah having reported incidents on multiple occasions.
For everything you've done to me.
Sarah.
For everything you've done to me.
Sarah. Sarah. Sarah.
Stupid.
Sarah.
That's my name. Don't wear it up.
I can't breathe it. Seriously.
Yeah, that's when you do when you choke me.
Sarah. 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 Sarah, I can't breathe it.
That's on you.
Sarah, I can't breathe.
It's on you.
Sarah.
Real or ransom. I want to get video for it extra. Because I got this.
Sarah.
Real or ransom.
Sarah. Sarah, I can't breathe, babe.
Oh. That's what I feel like when you chewing on me.
Sarah. I can't breathe, Sarah.
Yeah. You should probably shut the up.
Sarah.
Although some viewers found the video amusing, the police took notice and summoned Sarah for further questioning. During the interrogation, police confronted Sarah with the incriminating video, which she claimed not to remember recording. However, the police had already obtained evidence from her phone, including footage of Sarah flipping the suitcase over while George continued to beg for air. The police pointed out that there was no hole for George to breathe through, contradicting Sarah's initial claim. As the police pressed Sarah for answers, she became increasingly defensive, insisting that she wasn't malicious. However, the police countered that her actions, including laughing at George and swearing at him while he was trapped, were indeed malicious. Sarah continued to downplay her role in George's death, claiming that she never intended to fall asleep and thought George was crying wolf when he begged to be let out. The police remained unconvinced, pointing out that the amount of wine Sarah claimed to have consumed was insufficient to cause the level of intoxication she described. As Sarah's story continued to unravel, she eventually faced charges of second-degree murder. On TikTok, account suspensions and content wipes are commonplace, often due to lack of engagement or minor infractions. However, the case of Douyin, aka Beanbag Adventure, was far more sinister. Douyin had built a following on TikTok by documenting his explorations of China's abandoned buildings, mysterious landscapes, and uncharted territories. He discovered that delving into the darker side of China's unknown regions would catapult his views to unprecedented heights, and he became accustomed to exploring these eerie locations. Tragically, Douyin's TikTok account was abruptly wiped from the platform, taking all his content with it. The reason behind this deletion would soon become horrifyingly clear. On a fateful day in February 2022, Douyin ventured into a seemingly abandoned structure locally known as the Laboratory. The authenticity of this name remains unconfirmed. Upon entering the building, Douyin was hit with a potent stench, despite wearing a respirator. He followed the odor to a basement room, where he stumbled upon a gruesome discovery, a stagnant pool of liquid containing the decomposed remains of newborn babies. The initial reaction to the video was skepticism, with many questioning its authenticity. Douyin himself even suggested that the remains were movie props, likely in an attempt to avoid having the footage removed. However, the convincing nature of the video, coupled with the presence of maggots and insects on and around the bodies, lent credence to the disturbing reality of the discovery. But Douyin returned to the laboratory on December 26, 2022, eager to uncover more secrets. What he found was shocking. Children's clothing scattered around, a pile of glass bottles, and, most disturbingly, additional corpses in the pool. It became clear that someone had accessed the laboratory since Douyin's initial visit. This new evidence sparked widespread outrage and theorizing, with many believing that the babies were victims of organ harvesting, given the presence of open chest cavities and missing organs. Douyin's subsequent visits to the laboratory only deepened the mystery. He claimed to have discovered a fetus in a jar, although the footage was unclear. Additionally, he found a bag containing human adult bones. In a fourth video, purportedly shot on the upper floor of the building, Douyin uncovered children's clothing, bones, and masks, further confirming the laboratory's sinister nature. The consequences of Douyin's exposé were severe. His TikTok profile vanished on January 15, 2023, erasing all his content and leaving the truth about the laboratory and its dark activities shrouded in mystery. A disturbing incident involving a young TikToker named Felicia Kononchuk highlighted the devastating consequences of ignoring desperate cries for help. Felicia, known for creating fun content for children, took to TikTok on February 17, 2021, to share a harrowing experience that would ultimately end in tragedy.
У меня сейчас жесть история. У нас там сосед, он пьяный. Он, стучится на дверь, всю ломает нафиг. Он уже несколько минут здесь стоит, стучится, орёт, матерится.
On that fateful day, Felicia's father had stepped out to visit the local shops, leaving her and her younger brother alone at home. Suddenly, a neighbor began aggressively knocking on the door, refusing to give up despite Felicia's refusal to answer. With the knocking persisting for over an hour, Felicia turned to TikTok, hoping to raise awareness about her situation and potentially get help. In the video, Felicia explained the ordeal, while maintenance workers, who were present at the scene, chose to ignore the commotion, deeming it not their responsibility. As the knocking eventually subsided, Felicia received a text from a friend inviting her to the park, offering a safe haven with friends. Relieved, Felicia accepted the invitation and waited for her friend's arrival. Tragically, before her friend could arrive, Felicia heard a soft knock on the door. As she opened it, she was met with a terrifying sight. The same neighbor who shot her multiple times. Felicia's father, who had returned home, rushed to his daughter's side, screaming for the maintenance workers to call for help. With her final breath, Felicia uttered the haunting words, "I have been killed." The 33-year-old neighbor, who had previously been on good terms with Felicia's family, had reportedly been involved in recent disputes over noise complaints. This tension likely fueled the neighbor's torment of the children that day, ultimately leading to Felicia's tragic demise. In a chilling echo of Felicia's tragic fate, another young life was lost to senseless violence when 16-year-old Kalesha Williams was brutally murdered at an Airbnb party in Atlanta, Georgia.
the Airbnb with a couple of more friends from school and the mother. They'd have done this once before, so we was a little comfortable of letting her go the second time. And we spoke to the mother, and she said she was going to be.
In the early hours of the morning, Kalisha posted her last TikTok video, showcasing her carefree spirit as she danced to music in one of the Airbnb rooms. However, the atmosphere quickly shifted when an uninvited individual suddenly entered the room, visibly startling Kalisha. Although the events that unfolded next were not captured on camera, the shock and fear etched on Kalisha's face spoke volumes about the horror that was to come. Moments later, partygoers in the living room were shaken by the sound of gunfire. Kalisha's friends, frantically searching for her, discovered her lifeless body on the floor, surrounded by a pool of blood. The devastating news of Kalicia's death was confirmed at a local healthcare center, leaving her loved ones in a state of shock and grief. What's even more appalling is that Kalisha's parents were not informed about their daughter's tragic fate until a staggering 8 hours later. The chaperoning mother, in an attempt to conceal the horrific events, had withheld the truth from Kalisha's parents, even going so far as to reassure them that their daughter was safe when they inquired about her whereabouts.
The hotel room was in her name, so I feel like she should be held accountable for my daughters.
The subsequent investigation led to the arrest of Kalisha's killer, a teenage boy known to her. It was revealed that he had been carrying a gun that fateful night and had a notoriously short temper. Kalisha's life was senselessly cut short by an individual consumed by violence and a lack of impulse control. Unlike some of the other TikTokers who met with tragic ends, Hannah narrowly escaped a horrific fate. Hannah Viverette's life was already marred by turmoil when a disturbing encounter with a stalker added another layer of complexity. Just weeks prior to the incident, Hannah's world had been turned upside down when Child Protective Services took her son away due to her husband's abusive behavior. Desperate to regain custody, Hannah filed a protective order against her husband and embarked on a quest to prove her financial stability by securing a new job and apartment.
Please get out. Yes. Who are you? Please get out of my apartment right now. Please get out of my apartment right now. Get out. Get out. Hello?
One fateful night, as Hannah danced in front of her camera, the stalker, clad in red, appeared on her balcony. The sudden interruption sent Hannah into a state of panic. Fortunately, the stalker's plans were foiled when he realized he was being recorded. He retreated, leaving Hannah shaken, but grateful to have escaped unharmed. Taking refuge in a neighbor's apartment, Hannah called the police and provided them with the incriminating video as evidence. The police responded swiftly, arresting the stalker on suspicion of stalking, burglary, second-degree assault, and malicious destruction of property. Although he was released from prison after posting bail, Hannah's sense of security was shattered. The stalker's return to the same apartment complex forced Hannah to relocate, seeking a safer environment. Many viewers speculated that had Hannah gone to bed earlier that night, the outcome might have been tragically different. As we close the curtain on TikTok's most disturbing secrets, one haunting question remains. What horrors lurk beyond the screen, waiting to be uncovered? Like and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Turn on your notification button so you don't miss out on anything. See you soon.